still isn't. Oh, YouTube just gone live. It's a bit fucking slow, YouTube. Guys watching this, as I keep saying on here, I'm nailing the YouTube content. So please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Type 1 Tom. Go and get me on there. Still yet to do a day in the life, but I'm going to do one at some point to give you guys some mad value about, if you're interested, if you give a shit, what it's like in a day in my life. So we'll give it another couple of minutes. We'll give it a minute and then we'll get into it. Pretty excited about this one, to be fair. I think you guys are going to get a lot from it. But yeah, I'm not going to give it away yet until we hit record and we start recording the podcast. So cool. Got 4 on Instagram, 2 on Facebook. What's happening on Facebook? I hope you're good. And we've got 1 on YouTube. Yes, thank you, YouTube. Cool. Right. Shall we hit record and we will go? Sweet. Right, we're rolling. Okay. 2, 1. Yes. Thanks for being here, first of all, and welcome. You know where you are. Type 1 Movement Podcast, the number 1 podcast, the number 1 place to be if you're a Type 1 diabetic, or even if you're not, if you've got a kid who's a Type 1 or a loved one, hey, you're all welcome here. So before we get into it, please leave me a rating and a review on the podcast app, as it really does help me reach more Type 1 diabetics and positively impact our community. Also, screenshot and share it on your Instagram stories and tag me at Type1_Tom. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into this one. 8 laws for a happy and healthy life as a Type 1. 8 laws that I believe will give you a happy and healthy life as a Type 1. Because why do you not want to be happy? And why the fuck do you not want to be healthy? Yeah, there's so many things I could pick from this, but I wanted to pick some things that were more actionable that you can actually do. A few of them are mindset stuff. Yeah, because obviously we're big on that as Type 1s, but I wanted to pick some more actionable stuff. So we're going to get fucking straight into it, eh? Yeah, we're going to get straight into it. First law. I've put this in because I'm surprised when I hear other Type 1s don't do this. Yeah. First law, attend all your regular health checks. Look, it's not out of sight, out of mind. If you know that your health isn't the best, your diabetes management isn't the best, it's not out of sight, out of mind. This is the biggest reason. And I say that because this is the biggest reason. I've not had my HbA1c, my 3-month average done. I've not had my bloods done for so long. And I know we've just getting out the back end of COVID. I know it's been difficult, but I hear this a lot from other Type 1s. I've not had it done. It's not the best. Every time I go, they tell me that I'm not doing great. And that I understand this is frustrating. But look, let me put it to you this way. I hope and pray that there's nothing up with you listening to this. But if you had some other health complication that could show up on your bloods, or we're going to go over what you should be getting checked out, that could show up for a test, and you didn't get that test, and months down the line, you decide, I'm going to get that test. You start giving more of a shit. You go and get that test, and they say, hey, you've got this condition, but it's too late to sort it. If you would have come a few months ago, we could have put, the measures in place to make it better for you. Would that not make you feel like, fuck, if I would have gone and got this test, whenever it was, a few months ago, I wouldn't be in this position now. So just fucking think about that if you're scared about going and getting your tests, yeah? Attend all your regular health checks. This is your blood test for your HbA1c, liver function, all that good shit that we get when we get our bloods done. Also, ask them, even if you've not got thyroid issues, ask them to test your thyroid as well. I've got an underactive thyroid. I had an inkling recently, a few weeks ago, that something was off with my thyroid. I was a little bit tired. I was losing, not motivation and stuff, but I was sleeping in longer. My mental health wasn't bad, but it wasn't really the best. And I was like, you know what? I think something's off. So when I got my bloods done, I said, hey, I'll get my A1C done and all that sort of good shit that we get as Type 1s, that you should be getting as Type 1s. I said, will you test my thyroid? So she was like, yeah, cool, no problem. So I try and get all full full blood counts done. I tested my thyroid and they come back, they said it's on the higher end, which means when you get a higher TSH score, it means my thyroxine wasn't high enough, so it's low. So I've got an underactive thyroid, hypothyroidism anyway. And I was like, right, I fucking knew that. So we bumped it up a little bit. You know the drill, if you got an underactive thyroid, we've got to wait like 6 weeks, like 5 to 6 weeks before it gets tested again. So I had an inkling to that it was off. So I told them to test it. So sometimes these things are off that we need to be getting these checks, team. Yeah. So that's one. Eyes is another one. Yeah. Eyes is another one. Make sure you're getting them done regularly. And then your feet for nerve damage and stuff like that. Law number one, attend all your regular health checks. Yeah. Your blood checks, your eyes, your feet. Make sure you get that shit done. Rule number two. Wake up and go to bed around the same time every night. Doesn't need to be bang on the minute, but a similar time. This is basically our bodies work off like a circadian rhythm. Yeah. And if you're going to bed at, let's say, 10 p.m. one night, and then 2 a.m. another night, and then midnight one night, and it's all over the place, and then you're waking up at different times, you're doing yourself such a disservice. Because one thing that's going to be impaired is your sleep. Your body doesn't know when it's meant to wind the fuck down, and it doesn't know when it's meant to get up. Another thing that's going to be impaired is your insulin sensitivity. You're going to become more insulin resistant. Yeah. Another thing that's been scientifically proven when we've got sleep deprivation and our fucking sleep weight routines all fucked up is our motivation and consistency to make the right choices, to work out, to eat well, to actually be fucking feel good. Yeah. So if there's one thing that you're going to take from this, do that. Wake up and go to bed around a similar time every night. Don't need to be bang on the same. Do that. If you're struggling with your health, you're struggling with being tired, feeling a little bit shit, first place to start, we always take the lowest hanging fruit. Stop trying to run fucking tests, basal tests, all that sort of shit. If your sleep's fucked up, you've not got a good sleep and wake cycle, start there. That's number two. That could change your fucking life. It could change how you feel about yourself. Sleep's so important, team. Law number three. I can't believe I'm saying this. I cannot believe I'm saying it, but I felt like I had to put it in there. Eat your fucking vegetables. Eat vegetables. We're not going to get into carbs. We're not going to get into fats. We're not going to get into protein. We're not going to get into nutrition heavily, but we are going to speak about vegetables. Guys, like, I don't need to tell you, vegetables are full of vitamins and minerals. Yeah. You know, we've been brought up as kids, eat your fucking vegetables, then you can have your pudding. Do you know what I mean? Eat your vegetables with all your meals. And don't give me, I don't like veg. There's some veg that I don't like. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of vegetables out there. You probably, by saying I don't like veg, you don't like peas, broccoli, carrots, the more common shit. Yeah. And even if you don't like them, stick them in a fucking blender. Find a way of getting vegetables in that you actually makes you want to get them in, or that actually makes them palatable. Because for those few moments of not enjoying the taste, if this is you, your health and your life is going to dramatically improve if you start eating more vegetables. Yeah. You know, like I said, you're a fucking adult, or you might be a kid listening to this. Eat your vegetables. Now, there's a ton of health benefits. Go and Google it. But I wanted to give you the main reason for us as type 1s why we should be eating vegetables. Yeah. Type 1 diabetes is a stressful condition, especially if we're high or if we're low. Yeah, it's stress. Now, what stress does to our bodies is it causes inflammation inside our bodies. It puts us in a stress state. Our bodies get inflamed. Yeah. Now, what vegetables do, the majority of vegetables are anti-inflammatory, which means they will help with that inflammation. We cannot, as type 1 diabetics, avoid stress. We're going to get highs sometimes. We're going to get lows. That's going to happen. When this happens, predominantly more on the higher blood glucose side, our bodies become that stressed and that inflamed. If you're eating vegetables, it's anti-inflammatory. It's going to improve your health so much. So don't give a fuck if you don't like it. Think about that. Find a way to get your vegetables in. If you really, really can't eat vegetables, there's lots and lots of very good greens powders out there. Mix some of them in with a shake. Yeah, little tip. But nothing will beat actually eating them or getting them, do you know what I mean, raw, proper foods and blending them up, making a smoothie yourself. I've got clients who make vegetable smoothies because they don't want to eat them. That's fine. Law number 3, eat your vegetables. Law number 4, such a simple one. Such a simple one. Highly effective. And you know, if you know me and you listen to these podcasts regularly, you follow me on socials, like I'm big on this. If you're able to do so, walk every single day. Walk every single day. If you have a set of working legs, walk every single fucking day. Why? First one, insulin sensitivity. It's going to help improve your insulin sensitivity. Here's another thing on that. If you're someone who you get spikes after meals, obviously pre-bolusing is a way to look at that. You know, pre-bolus anywhere from 5 to sometimes 30 minutes before your meals. That's what I have to do sometimes. Take that out of the equation. If you're getting a spike from your meals, walking after a meal will really, really help your insulin work quicker, and it's going to help with that spike. Yeah. So that's how that's going to be linked to us as type 1s. The other thing about walking is mental clarity. Mental clarity. I'll be honest with you, team. I walk every single day. It might only be for 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Yeah. But I make sure throughout my day I program a walk in. Yeah. And I do this. If I don't walk throughout the day or do something, I can feel my head starts to go a little bit. Yeah. And I just love going on a walk, even when it's raining sometimes. I'll go out on a walk. Sometimes I'll listen to a podcast. I'll walk to one of my favorite places along the canal near me, sit and read a book. Or sometimes I won't listen to anything. I'll just listen to fucking nature. Yeah. So walk is not only going to help every single day, going to help your insulin sensitivity. It's very, very good for your mental clarity as well. If you're stressed, something's wound you up, you're not feeling the best, go on a walk. Go on a walk. I always say this, the best way and the quickest way to change your mental state, how you feel about yourself, is to change your physical state. I don't mean going fucking yourself up with a workout. Go on a walk. Pick the low-hanging fruit. Go on a walk. Yeah? Where are we? We've done 1, 2, 3, 4 was walk. 5. And you're probably not going to suspect this one. Play every day. Play every day. I don't mean with yourself. If you want to do that, that's fucking fine. But we ain't talking about that, right? Play every day. Now, by this, it could mean playing a game. Yeah. If you've got kids, playing with kids. If you've got pets, playing with your pets. Or it could be like going, sounds childish saying this, but for me, I go and play out on my bike. I know it's a form of exercise. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's play. Excuse me. I apologise about that. Phone call right in the middle. Fucking migraine bastards. Do one. I'm busy. It's me and you, team. No other fuckers. They ain't taking these calls. Play every day. Yeah? So think of something. It could be with kids. Like, say, if you've got kids, could be playing a game. Anything that's going to put a smile on your face. Yeah? Because it has been proven as well, like, if we're feeling a little bit crappy, yeah, smile. If there's no reason, even if there's no reason to smile is going to automatically lift your mood up. Like, and this has been done on the opposite as well. Like, if you scrunch your eyebrows up like I'm doing now and frown, automatically you start to feel shit. Yeah. So if you're finding ways that you can play, like for me, playing out on a bike, playing with your kids, if you've got kids, playing with pets, anything, playing a game, and it's going to make you smile, that's going to make you feel happy, right? And the happier that we can feel over a long, prolonged period of time, the healthier that you're going to be. People who are unhappy tend to run into more health conditions. That's been proven. Yeah. So if you're just playing something, like I say, I'm not talking about playing with yourself. If you want to do that, I'm just happy, cool, fine. Who am I to fucking judge? But playing at something every single day, anything that's going to make you smile. Yeah. So number six, another big one is set goals. Set goals. Yeah. I don't care what these goals are. It could be your health. It could be blood glucose. It could be performance, running, swimming, cycling. It could be your nutrition. It could be your relationships. It could be work. It could be sleep. Do you know what I mean? Anything, don't care how big or small, set goals. I say this a lot, team. If you've not got goals in life, you're floating through fucking life like a turd in an ocean. Probably could have thought of a better analogy. But if you haven't got goals, what the fuck are you doing? What are you working towards? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What keeps you focused? What are you driving for? What do you want from life? What are you aiming for? If you've not got goals, you don't know. You don't know. I'll be honest with you. Some people that I've spoke to that have had problems or been unhappy, or myself not been the best mentally, haven't had goals. Yeah. You've probably heard about my stories through depression. Like I've spoke about that quite a bit. I'm quite open in terms of that. The times when I've been through my darkest points, I've not had goals, or I thought I had goals, but I had no clear pathway to be able to achieve them. So set goals and then get crystal clear on what the fuck you need to do to achieve these goals. If you ever feel shit and you're ever struggling, set a goal, plan out, even though you might not feel like it at the time. Honestly, trust me on this one, team. Set a goal and draft out how you're going to achieve it. That will automatically make you start to feel a little bit better because you've got some purpose, you've got some direction, you've got a reason to get up in the fucking morning, you've got something to work towards. Set goals. That's number 6. Number seven, and I'm going to say this straight out, don't compare yourself to other type 1 diabetics. As humans, yes, it's natural to compare ourselves to others, especially social media nowadays. I'll look at their flat line, look at their 100% time in target, look at their life. That looks so good, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, so what? Fucking good for them. But that's not you. Your journey is different. You don't know what these people sharing their fucking living my best life on social media have been through to achieve that. You don't know what their goals are, their aspirations are, anything about them. So you can't share, and I love this saying, you can't share your day 1 to someone's day 100. You can't compare that, sorry. You can't compare your day 1 to someone's day 100. And I know it's hard. It's like it's automatically ingrained in us as humans to compare ourselves to other people, not just as type 1s, just as humans, yeah? But try your best not to. If you want to compare, compare yourself to the fucking person that you was yesterday. And this is something I'm strong on. Like every time I wake up, I'm like, right, what did I do yesterday? And how can I do a little bit better today? What can I do that'll make me a little bit better? And we speak about this a lot, 1% better. How can I get 1% better every single day? If you want to compare yourself to someone, compare yourself to your fucking self, not to others. Stop comparing yourself to other type 1 diabetics, because it's going to start to make you feel like shit. And then you're going to be like, what's the point? Yada, yada, and all that. No, fuck it off. And if you have, this is a big tip for you now, if you have people on social media that you keep comparing yourself to and it's making you feel like shit, comparison can be good sometimes, and I'll tell you why in a sec. But if it's making you feel like shit when you see their posts and stuff like that, fucking unfollow them. Yeah? If it's making you feel like shit. Now, comparison can be healthy in a sense if it's driving inspiration and it makes you think, you know what? Wow, this person's got this. They've got great control. I fucking see that's possible. You know what? Me, I can fucking do that. Why can't I have that? If comparison does drive something in yourself to keep you fucking driving forward, by all means, go ahead and do it. But if it's making you feel like shit, don't. Yeah. Number 8 in the laws for a happy and healthy life as a type 1. Be grateful for your life. I'm going to let that sink in. Be grateful for your life and your health. Guys, we're all living with a condition, type 1 diabetes, that has the potential to take our life away. It can kill us if it's not well controlled. There's various ways it can fuck our life up and take our life away. I'm not going to go into it. But if you're listening to this, you're alive. If you woke up this morning, you're blessed, you got out of bed in the morning, you're living with a condition that could be fatal, that has killed people in the past, that probably will, unfortunately, as much as I hate it, kill people in the future. But you're here and you're living your life. Be grateful for that. Make the fucking most of it. Yeah? Be grateful for having a life, even with this condition. Make the most of it. And that's one of the reasons that I put these 8 laws out for a happy and healthy life as a type 1 diabetic. I want you to be happy. I want you to be as healthy as fucking possible. Yeah. And be grateful for your life. Because there's a lot of type 1s that aren't with us anymore. Even like before they discovered insulin, I think this year is 100 years of insulin at the time recording this. Before they discovered that, people used to die with diabetes, man. Yeah. They had no way to know what it was or to control it. They used to die. And people have died over the past 100 years since they've been insulin. But we're not. Me and you, we are alive. We are living. And this is probably something that you don't think of, and that's why I've put it in. Yeah. How often do we think, oh, I'm so grateful for my life? But be grateful for your life, especially as a type 1 diabetic. Yeah. Be grateful. Make the most of your health. And you know one thing that I fucking buzz off, that when I speak to other type 1s now, I'm always like, there's something that it should make you grateful for, bring awareness to. And a lot of type 1s are like, you know what? It's made me more aware about my health. And I've started eating better, and I've started, exercising and being more focused about my health. I'm like, yes, I fucking love that. But remember to be grateful for your life, because this condition does have the potential to take our lives from us. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm in the fucking same boat as you. And that's why I can say that. So be grateful for your life. Guys, we're going to recap 8 laws for a happy and healthy life for type 1. Law number 1, attend all your regular health checks. Go and fucking do it. If you've not had your A1C done in a while, your eyes, your feet checked, I want you to book them in now. Go and fucking book them in. Go and get that shit done. Number 2, wake up and go to bed around the same time, a similar time every single night. Number 3, eat your vegetables. Number 4, walk every day. If you have a pair of legs, walk every day. Number 5, play every day. Do something that's going to make you smile. Yeah. Number 6, set goals. Set goals and take action. Don't go through life with no goals. You're not going to have a great life if that's the case. Number 7, don't compare yourself to other type 1s. But if comparison is driving you forward, making you be like, yeah, they've achieved that, I can fucking go get it, I can do that, then by all means do. Number 8, be grateful for your life. Team, that is it. If you got value from this episode, please leave me a rating and a review on the podcast app. As I said at the start, it really does help me reach and inspire more type 1 diabetics. There are so many other things I could put in here, but I think they're simple things. 8 simple things that you can think about and that you can go and do. Team, until the next episode, peace. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Do we have any questions? I'm going to stay on for a couple of minutes. Christy, setting goals has been huge for me, especially setting them on the group chat and being accountable. Yes, love that. So Christy's one of my clients. What we do every week in my Facebook coaching group is on a Sunday, I'll be like, right, team, what are 2 or 3 things you want to achieve from this week? And they write them on. And then Wednesday, I'm like, where you at? Where you at with it? Rate yourself like 1 to 5 on your goals that you've set. And then Friday, it's like, finish it Friday. It's like, come on, end of the week, go fucking finish these goals. Let's smash them. Even if not, if someone doesn't finish it, it's like, right, what did we learn? We're always learning stuff. What did we learn? What can we take forward into next week? Yeah. So never failing, always lessons, as they always say. Something that you guys can take from that. Right, I'm going to skip through Instagram, see if you've got any questions, what's happening. So, Behad, please help me. I want to travel to US, I think, with my mum for to better my health, please. Okay, I'm not sure what to say to that. Matt, Tom, hope you're well. Yes, I'm good, buddy. Thank you. How can I add weight? First thing, if you're a type 1 and you want to add weight, get your blood glucose levels in check. If you're running constantly high, your body's basically eating away at itself, so get your glucose levels in check. Secondly, eating a caloric surplus. That means eating more calories than your body burns each day. No, that sounds dead simple without going too much into it, but that is get blood sugar levels in check, in range, yeah, and eating a caloric surplus. So start tracking your food, making sure you get enough calories in. That's the only way to add weight as a human and as a type 1. Cool. Debs, thanks for the motivation, Tom. No worries, you're more than welcome. Right, team, thank you for jumping on. We're going to jump off. As always, as I always say at the end of these, truly appreciate you jumping on and tuning in and watching me. So, yeah, until the next live, peace.